Hello everyone, it's Curtis Cross from Marion, South Carolina. I actually now live here in Sumter, South Carolina, having a ball with this Fortune High Tech marketing business. We're now executive sales managers, and we're going to teach you some how-tos of the business. How to navigate through your website, how to put a person in the business, how to set appointments, very important. And guys, we're going to teach you the steps, the proper ways to get the people to the meetings. Probably having a hard time right now getting a person to actually commit to you, to show up. So we're going to teach you some things about that. But actually, we'll go ahead and start it off with the very first video here on that, setting appointments. Very important. This is how I would do it. Let's say, for instance, my friend name is Steve. I would call Steve up and say, hey, Steve, what do you have tomorrow about 3 o'clock? And I will pause and let Steve reply. Let's say Steve say, well, tomorrow's 3 o'clock. That's pretty good. Great, Steve. I'm coming by tomorrow about 3 o'clock. I want to run something by you. See you then. Click. Hang up the phone. Conversation is done. The appointment is set. I'm not going to call him up and say, hey, don't forget our appointment. Don't do that, guys. Let me tell you let me show you how you're going to work this appointment in. You're going to arrive at Steve's house with a DVD somewhere on you. And you're going to say, Steve, where's your closest TV, man? Let's say Steve said, well, right here in the living room. Great, Steve. I just want to show you something real quick that just made sense to me. And I want to get your opinion. I value your opinion. I want you to check it out. You look at Steve as soon as that DVD is over. You look at Steve and say, Steve, I would love to have you on my team. Is there any reason we can't get you started today? And pause. Don't say nothing. Steve say, well, I kind of like it, but I got a couple of questions. Great, Steve. At that time, you're going to pull your cell phone out and call your upline, your sideline, downline. It do not matter. Call somebody with some credibility, maybe they've been in a couple of weeks or whatever, who can answer some questions. Just make certain that's very important. And this is how you're going to work that three-way call in. Your prospect, okay, he's wanting his questions answered. So what you got to do is let him know and rest assured that the person you're calling on the other end can answer their questions. So let's say, for instance, you're my upline. Let's say your name is John. I would call you up. Hey, John, you got a minute? Great. I got my friend Steve here. He just seen the plan, man. Steve is a great friend of mine. Steve, this is John. This guy's tearing his business up, man. I mean, he's like knocking it out. He can answer your questions, help you get started the right way. I feel pretty confident that he can answer your questions and help you join today. Hold on a minute. Give Steve the call. So what I did, I built up John a little bit more. Okay, I'm not going to get on the phone with John and say, hey, John, this is my friend Steve. Man, this guy's a multi-millionaire, man. He owns NASCARs, man. He got like 5,000 houses he rent out, man. And he got cell phone stores like on every corner, you know. And matter of fact, he's about to buy this big old farm, man, way in other cross. See, too much information about Steve. Not even interested, okay? What I am interested in doing is making certain that Steve know that the person on the other line can answer Steve's questions. Okay, very important. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing your three-way calls, that you're not calling to build up Steve here. You're calling to build up your upline so Steve can respect your upline, okay, when he's answering the questions and get him started. That's very important. Most people fail in this business. Here it is. Listen to me very closely here. Most people in the network marketing industry only last about 60 to 90 days. So if you've only been in this business about 30 days or less, or maybe 60 days or less, and you're still kind of in your trial period. Okay, I know it might be the best thing, sounds like the best thing you've ever seen and all this kind of stuff, and you know that kind of wears off after a while. We'll find out who's serious about building this business. And I just want you to kind of stay focused on the right things here, showing the business and gathering some customers. Customers are very important. Maybe ask your auntie or your uncle or cousins or brothers or sisters to be one of your customers, okay? Very important. We're needing outside customers. Get those outside customers. That's what's going to be the longevity of the business. Getting you some outside customers other than you. And that way you're not spending money on things. Even though we have products and services that people are already using, like their cell phones, their satellite, their security system, their long distance home phone service, and internet service, and these things are already factored into people's lives. As a matter of fact, I like to use the term that this business have products and services that's unconsciously purchased and habitually used. I mean, we don't even think about it when we buy them. And when we buy them, we continue to use them. But guys, stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more updates and products and services, training, flip chart training, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Just stay tuned. I guarantee you'll be blessed. Thank you.